Alright, let's see some movement speed to start off. Oh, an enemy to start off. Okay. Hopefully that will manage to spread to all of these enemies. Get me out. Cool. Now let's actually land some crits. Get me out. That's like the only way to dodge that on this character. I think that that's really dumb. That a strong attack like that becomes undodgeable just because you're playing this character and this character has dumb hitboxes. I need my current white items or I'd be very happy about that. Go to printer, like that would be awesome. Unfortunately, I can't stun all of them. Dang it. Ah, yes. No, please let me go. Thank you. Did I just hear? I might have. Oh well, I'll go back later. That's what I've determined. Yeah, let's go back up here and finish looting the stuff that I had to skip. Oh, well, maybe never mind that plan. That might be a bad plan. Yeah, maybe it's fine. If I die for this, though, I mean, you know, pretty clear what was and was not a good plan. I can't. Okay, I can. That's fine. Oh, this takes me all the way up. I mean, I guess that's cool. That was my pro play. Not kill that enemy so that I get some cover from the other one's laser. I mean, technically, you can't really say it's not a pro play. It is, but... Alright, so double jump does help if I'm falling at the right time. Which, you know, I'm probably just not. My life sucks. Alright, I'm gonna dive in, and I'm gonna run away. And then I'm gonna chuck this up here and hope it hits everyone. Yes, this is modded. Gotta run away from that. That'll probably kill me. Alright. Heal me. Quickly. Wait, Bunny Emo, why did you remove the definition that added as a definition instead of a command? Oh, it's both? Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna try to not get hit. I failed. Maybe this use item will save me. We take them. Or do we? I wonder if they'll actually address the hitbox size thing. Like, I doubt it. Like, I mean, they already said that they probably won't change poison killing because of the nerf that it would entail, and they think that it'll be fine or whatever. People will warm up to it or something. I don't know. I don't know if people are as dissatisfied. Like, I think that generally people aren't all that upset with the character. Okay, there is some over there. I still think Acrid needs, like, a decent amount of tweaking to be the character that it should be. Obviously, just the mod that makes poison kill is a bit much, since it doesn't nerf it. Then poison's way too strong if it's just this damage plus killing. I mean, yeah, a lot of the stuff about characters is just better in co-op, for sure. But I mean, Rex is the best solo character, I think. So that's something to consider. Okay, I did that. I think I'm good here. Oh, I need that. Wow, I knew where I was gonna land. It just was too fast. So I dodged it. Beetle Queen's a good boss for this character. Do I only get one? No, there's the other one. My cover for their lasers is this Beetle Queen. Oh, wow. Trying to die here. I'm gonna run away. I don't think that Acrid's only real weakness, like, as far as being a character that's tough to get going, I think only applies to high scaling. And it's that the character is too slow and too fat. Like, both that your hitbox is actually massive. And you are slow, so you can't dodge because of this hitbox. I think that's the only problem with Acrid. That, like, affects being an effective character. Oh, 99% we're good. This is still 10 player. But like I said, I think that only affects high scaling. I think it doesn't matter that you're slow and fat. In solo, most likely. It only matters when there are a ton of golems. And there's nothing you can do about it. But I think that poison not killing is just a matter of not being satisfying, not being strong. Like, it's strong. All you need is a couple items and it's just like you're ready to kill things quickly, effectively, all the time. Even though your poison doesn't kill them itself. Like, I mean, that's just a matter of, I think that the gameplay would feel better if it were weaker and killed. Yes, the bubbles from Frost Relic. But yeah, I think as far as being strong, this character, it has it. Strong character. Very, just generally good. I don't think that I prefer the new loader movement skill. The new punch. I think that it's almost, like, I might prefer it if I could hold the charge. But because it activates as soon as it finishes charging, I think I don't like it. Get in there. Oh, almost took it. Successful dodge. Crit printer, but I think I can ignore that. I think I'll be fine. I like some aspects of the new loader third skill. I do. But others not so much. My biggest problem though is just not being able to hold the charge. That's like the single most prominent issue. Other than that, it's just like, it's different. Kind of interesting. Like, I have some things I like about it. Like, I like that you can aim at an enemy upwards and not worry about the fact that you're flying really far out of the zone during a teleporter. Like, that's really nice. God dang it. That's like the thing that I dislike most about the old one, is that you just constantly, or I just constantly, because of the way I aim, fly out of the teleporter zone and lose time. Not having that issue is great. The bot just has a cooldown, that's all. You can't just like have commands constantly. Skip the radar scanner. Should be focusing on movement probably instead of... Oh dear. That's fine. Well, it's any command, not just the same command that has a cooldown. It's like the bot as a whole. Okay, no more fireworks. That's my goal. Dodge them all. Biggest tip for this game? I don't know that this is a game where there's this clear, really big tip that helps immensely. Like, I just don't think that's really a thing. Like, it's not quite... Like, there's not something that could be really obvious but isn't, like Gungeon, where it's like, ah yes, don't roll as much as you think. Rolling is actually not a good dodging option if you can avoid it. Like, that's a good tip for Gungeon that is not obvious at all and would save you a lot of time if you were told early enough. But this game doesn't really have one of those that I can think of. Besides, don't be afraid to play on lower difficulties, but like, that's not quite the same kind of tip, basically. Dodged it. He's done it. he's avoiding. I would say it's okay to take your time. You're talking to the actual biggest proponent of not caring about the timer. Mercenary is a really good character, but also like really skill-based. You have to get used to the way the character plays. Like, Mercenary is very much about positioning and timing. Knowing the way everything's going to move you makes a huge difference for that character. Oh, I might be dead. Get me out of here. Yeah, I mean, I guess this should probably also be maybe obvious, but you don't have to be good as every character. You don't even have to play every character. All the characters play differently, and not every player is meant to like every character. Thoughts on Artificer? Garbage. It's the only character I don't play. Yeah, there are a bunch of new characters in this game since when you would have played in that case. I'm still, like, I'm genuinely bummed that that scavengers are so bad for Mercenary. Ah. But now I have overpowered Rex, so I mean, just replace every Mercenary run with a Rex run, and I mean, I guess that's cool. But, like, it sucks that scavengers are such a problem. What the? Yeah, okay. Why do I think that? Which part? What are you asking why I think that? I've said a lot of things since, you know, I've said a lot of things recently. Mercenary on Scavenger. Scavenger you never want to be close to. Mercenary's only way of fighting is close range. Unless you use the alternate fourth skill, which I think might actually be decent in high scaling. But in regular scaling, I don't really think there's a reason to use that unless you just kind of want to mix it up. I think that's just a bad option. But, like, you literally never want to be close to scavengers, but some scavengers spawn with some stuff that make it so that if you don't deal with them, you're dead. So it's kind of like, for Mercenary, those particular scavengers, you're dead either way. Because you get close to them, they murder you. You get far from them, they capacitor you and you're dead because they shouldn't have capacitors, but they do. Haha, get owned. Thoughts on Loader? Strong character. Not a super interesting playstyle to me. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go right here. I feel similarly about Loader as I do about Acrid, in that your optimal playstyle is just really reductive. You don't really want to use all of your skills. You want to build around using a couple of them. A lot. As much as possible, in fact. How to farm lunar coins easily? Well, if you're comfortable with the game, just play on Drizzle and then rush to the teleporter every single time and don't even bother picking up items, and you can finish one run in 15 minutes. Well, more like an average of 17 minutes. And you can get lunar coins real fast. Oh yeah, Mercenary has a tough time with the Clay Dune Strider as well. But like, it's not nearly as bad as Scavengers. Top 3 characters, they're all Rex. But like, top 3 in what way? Top 3 like most fun, top 3 most powerful. Either way, they're all Rex, but like, if you want a serious answer, you'll have to specify. Top 3 solo, like top 3 easiest, strongest. You're like, it still needs more specificity. Ivory, thank you so much for the 23-month sub. Thanks for keeping the free sub alive. Appreciate it a lot. What makes Rex so good now? You have a full kit. You don't even need items. Like, you're so strong as Rex. You need basically no assistance. Everything is bonus. You have insanely good healing, you have good movement, and you have insane free damage. Shift is the movement skill, I'm guessing. That's part of it, but the fact that Seed Volley doesn't cost health anymore is the biggest buff to Rex. But like, remember, they doubled the healing on the primary. They buffed Rex in like 5 ways at once. And it all comes together to be this ridiculous package. Top 3 most powerful. Honestly, I don't know who I would pick for 2 and 3 after Rex. Because like, with the inclusion of Scavengers, that really brings Mercenary down for me. Mercenary was going to be, like, before Scavengers, Mercenary was probably the, like, top, in my opinion. Then they buffed Rex. Now Rex is top. Okay, I gotta be a little wary of those now. Mercenary, like, drops a lot because of Scavengers. Yeah, that's better. I mean, Acrid's really good, but has, like, the couple early game issues. So it depends on your run. But, like, obviously becomes really good if you keep going. So Acrid's a potential candidate there. I mean, I would put Huntress up there, but Huntress is another one of those, like, if you're good with and comfortable with, the character becomes better. So it's like another skill-based character, kind of like Mercenary. I mean, multi with the nail gun's just really good, ridiculously good. I honestly think everyone's very good, but top is Rex. Most fun Mercenary probably still wins, but like, I have less fun picking Mercenary now, knowing that I will probably get killed by a Scavenger. That like literally makes selecting the character less fun by default for me. That's the kind of gamer I am. Yeah, Mercenary feels really good to play. Like, extremely good. Your skill rotation isn't forced, but is, like, optimal. Like, the very opposite of Artificer. You don't have to use your skill rotation if you don't want to, but, like, straight up it flows perfectly and is so good when you do use it. I just bought Fireworks. What am I doing? I don't know, why don't we say that it's Rex, Acrid, and Loader for top 3 most powerful. Let's go with those 3. Or you could put Huntress in there if you want. You know, up to you. I think both. I think that Artificer is both weak and unfun. But like... Oh yeah, I didn't finish that. I think that Artificer's skill rotation is very forced and not very, like, optimal in any way. Like, the cooldowns don't really synergize with one another to use the skills on a continuous loop. The skills don't feel good to use, and you have to use them. And just, like, everything's just terrible. Whereas Mercenary, I genuinely want to use all of the skills. Their cooldowns go together so well that you have this, like, continuous attack pattern that you can follow. But that you also mix up sometimes because, well, you know, different things are happening. Oh, I bought the wrong item. And it still works out. I saw you say, can I show you how to set the scaling? But, like, I mean, I guess I can pause and show you, because I can do it in the menu, but, like, it's a thing that I don't do until I'm, you know, done with the run, you know, before starting another one. But it's just I have multitudes installed. I open the console, I do mod underscore WB underscore set underscore multiplier space, and then the number. It's just gonna keep... How do I do this? I like that. Yes, this is modded such that the game believes that there are more players in the lobby than there are. You're protecting a... Alright, I guess I gotta kill you after all. Yeah, I think Sniper would be insanely good in this game, but I definitely still want the character. I would become a Sniper main. I know I said that about both Acrid. Like, I expected to be an Acrid main. And then it turned out the character wasn't satisfying to me, and I wasn't. Dang. Just assumed that one would be good. I don't think that they will bring back every character, no. Like, they already said that they won't bring back Bandit. They tried and they couldn't make it feel good in 3D. Chef would be dumb in 3D. Like, the character wouldn't translate at all, so it would just be a completely different character. Enforcer probably doesn't work super great in 3D, though chat talked about it and had some decent ideas. For example, like, I just think like half the cast wouldn't really work in 3D, and they've already brought back a lot. Like, there are more old characters than new characters. There might be an even number, like, of the two, of old and new, but, like, you know, I think they just gotta pick the ones that are gonna work best and ignore a lot of the others. I mean, it's entirely possible that they'll find a way to make Enforcer work and feel good, and, you know, be the play, but it's also entirely possible they won't. Oh, ow. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so I've got Little Disciple. I should probably print that away. But, like, at the same time, it does stack for damage, actually. So, I mean, it's maybe pretty strong right now. I feel like Miner could have... Miner's kit could work, I think. I feel like Miner would be potentially interesting. Though again, I say this every time I talk about movement skills. I think backdashes are bad and you don't want them. Now, of course, they still have a backdash on Rex, but only when you're in the air, so that's a nice part. So it's like you get to choose if you want to actually do the backdash. TBS, thank you for the 55-month sub. Thanks so much for sticking around. I'm sorry, I won't see you at AGDQ. Huntress, okay, so the alternate movement skill for Huntress you can use to backdash if you want, yeah. But I don't count that one because it's not, like, you. I would never use it, and you don't have to use it. Like, with Rex, both of your movement skills are backdashes. So, like, you have to use one. But you can select not to backdash by just using it on the ground. I'm done looting. I'm good. What was Miner's second skill? A normal charge, right? You had a forward and a backward charge. You had the jump, and you had a basic attack. Honestly, I'd be down for all of it besides the backdash. I don't think it would actually take a lot of porting. But yeah, since I was only remembering the basic attack and the jump, so including a single charged forward movement attack might feel a little mercenary-like, but I mean, you know, you don't get to use 3 based on if you hit, and you don't, you do have to charge it and move slower and stuff while you're charging it, so it might work out, I guess. It might not feel too samey. I basically think the character could work. But I think that the jump would be less useful on normal scaling. Like, I think that's just one of those skills where you need a lot of enemies grouped up, and that doesn't happen unless you're in multiplayer or high scaling. Okay, I'll get the legendary chest as long as I don't forget. Wow. That's a lot. So yeah, I don't know, maybe they'd change that skill for Miner, but I think that generally speaking the character could work out. Well, I mean, apparently they tried to make Bandit. It was in the code for a while, and then they said we couldn't do it right, and we couldn't make it good enough. So I'm assuming they tried several different things, at least internally, before deciding it wasn't working. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ukuleles. I think that's enough ukuleles. I think I have enough. Okay, Legendary chest. Gotta wait. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna throw this runaway to something, you know. Okay, it is up here. There we go. Made it. Whoops. There we go. Ukulele has a strong stack. Like, it would just obliterate crowds so quickly. I don't take too many of items that prevent me from playing the game too much. That's why, like, if it were Wisps, I wouldn't have even taken any, I think. Because I have so much access to so many items stacking really strong stuff. It's really easy to no longer be allowed to actually commit gameplay. Ukulele stacks for being able to hit more targets at a longer range. And it arcs electricity between enemies. So it's just like crowd damage, but the density of the crowd decreases the more of them you have. Oh, heck yeah, those are fine. I even have a clover, don't I? Forgot I got one of those earlier. I got one Chrono Bauble for every player in the game, plus one Chrono Bauble for every player in the game for every Mountain Shrine I activated. Is Chrono Bauble actually the worst item in the game? No, I wouldn't say so. So first, let's just see what's in here, because why not? See, like, we take these. What is the worst item in the game? I don't know, probably Corpse Bloom, like, reasonably speaking. Lepton Daisy is pretty useful. Genuinely pretty good item. Worst item that isn't lunar? I've been trying to think about that, and I don't know. Ah, yeah, that's a great first enemy for me to get. This is gonna be a mess. I mean, I'm stuck here. I just gotta stick it. This is the first time I've done this after looping. And this is the first time I've tried this on high scaling. This is gonna suck. Like, I'm gonna suffer for this one. Okay, so you do get an item for all of them, for every player. Makes sense. Alright. They have backup mags. I don't know what their second skill is, but I'm not super worried about that one. Which reds stack the best? Honestly, most of them stack really well now. Like, Aegis stacking is now nuts. Becomes very good very quickly. Head Stompers, I guess, is maybe the worst stacker. But it's like okay after a couple. Or it's okay for a couple. Okay, that's where I'm going. Opinion's decent. What does this stack? Radius. Wait, where am I going? Right here. Shattering Justice isn't a useful stack. You're correct about that. Wow, this one sucks. I think I'm gonna die. Like, I think that I'm gonna have a bad time. If I move the face cam to the other side, I'm farther from chat. And then you can't see my health. Like, either way, it's like something that... I think that health provides more engagement with what's going on than seeing the skills does. Because you can see when I use the skills, right? Like, you just see the attack coming out. If you don't see when I'm weak, well, you don't see when I'm weak. You don't have the same sense of urgency of things. Move it up, that'll look weird. Where I need to look for the other thing. Guess it's that way somewhere. Hello? Oh, it's right under me. Never mind. Oh, that's kind of a sucky location. They get better. Oh, geez, that's not nice. Oh, stop. I'm actually getting owned here. This is like real bad. That. Okay, it's not too many yet. Okay, where am I looking to go? Don't get to know, I guess. Found it. What's my... Oh, no! I think I'm really gonna die. I think that there is no way that this goes my way. Oh, geez. They're so threatening. Yeah, I mean, I guess they spawn in some way related to the scaling, you know? I mean, I did get some pretty annoying enemies when I did this in solo scaling for the unlock and stuff, but like, whoops. Oh, yeah, I deserved that one. Oh, I'm freaking dead. Dude, they're so powerful. Wow.